In our solar system, there is a world so beautiful it looks like a dream, yet so hostile it's a living nightmare. It's a place where massive glowing rings circle the horizon and, get this, it literally rains diamonds from the sky. We're talking about Saturn, the crown jewel of our celestial neighborhood. Sure, Earth is pretty, but compared to the sheer scale and mystery of Saturn, we're looking a little basic. Today, let's take a journey 1.4 billion kilometers away to a world of stunning beauty and absolute terror. Saturn is massive, the second largest planet in our system. To put it in perspective, you could fit 830 Earths inside it. But it's lonely out there. It sits 9.5 astronomical units away from the Sun. Even traveling at the speed of light, it would take you 80 minutes just to get there from the Sun's surface. And don't expect to find a place to park. Saturn is a gas giant with an atmosphere made of swirling clouds. No solid ground, no signs of life. Just endless, beautiful chaos. Saturn isn't the only planet with rings. Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune have them too, but theirs are faint and dusty. Saturn's rings are in a league of their own. In 1610, Galileo looked through his telescope and saw what he thought were ears on the planet. We now know these are massive rings of ice and rock. In 1997, 17 nations teamed up to launch the Cassini-Huygens spacecraft. After a 7-year journey through the void, it finally reached Saturn in 2004 to uncover the truth. How did they form? Scientists think the rings were once a moon that got too close. It crossed the Roche limit, where Saturn's gravity became so strong, it literally tore the moon to shreds, leaving behind the spectacular rings we see today. But enjoy them while you can. Some astronomers estimate these rings could disappear in as little as 100 million years. At Saturn's North Pole, there is a storm that defies logic, a perfectly geometric hexagon. This storm is 25,000 kilometers wide, big enough to swallow 4 Earths. Unlike storms on Earth, this one has been raging since at least 1980 and never stops. It's not just a flat shape, either. It's a multi-layered atmospheric phenomenon that scientists still can't fully explain. It is one of the strangest sights in the known universe. Saturn hides a secret deep inside. While it's a gas giant, its core is likely a dense, solid ball of rock and ice, about 22 times the mass of Earth. But here's the kicker. The core's temperature is over 11,700 degrees Celsius. Saturn actually radiates 2.5 times more energy into space than it receives from the Sun. It's like a giant, self-sustaining heater. If we could ever figure out how Saturn generates this much internal heat, we'd unlock the ultimate energy secret of the solar system. If the heat and storms weren't enough, Saturn has one more trick. Its atmosphere is full of methane. During intense lightning storms, that methane is crushed by extreme pressure and heat, turning it into graphite and then diamonds. Scientists estimate Saturn produces about 10 million tons of diamonds every year. Unfortunately, you won't be starting a space jewelry business anytime soon. Between the 1.4 billion kilometer commute and the crushing pressure, it's a look but don't touch situation. Saturn is surrounded by 82 moons, some of which, like Enceladus and Titan, might even host alien life. But for us humans, Saturn remains a beautiful, distant ghost. After 13 years of exploring, the Cassini spacecraft finally ran out of fuel and was commanded to dive into Saturn's atmosphere becoming part of the planet it studied for so long. From Saturn's perspective, our Earth is nothing more than a tiny, pale dot 1.4 billion kilometers away. We are just visitors in a very big, very sparkly, and very dangerous neighborhood.